Okay, viewers, marvelous viewers, or otherwise, this is VOND, Dr. James VOND speaking, and today's date is the 7th of April 2026, and it's a Tuesday, and right now I'm in Hillfields area of Coventry, and that's the area that I used to live in, where my old house was before it was seized by a citizen housing group with orders from Coventry County Court, eviction orders and possession orders, and I was rendered homeless since 26th of April 2023. That was when I was told to leave that house, and that was in Hillfields, and I'm in the Hillfields area right now, but this is a different part, and I thought I'd give a memorable tour guide of the Hillfields in this video to my viewers. Right now I'm standing on West Street, if you can see that there. That's West Street, if you follow it all the way down. So this is actually West Street. That's kind of a memorable location. And if you go a bit further and turn left, I'm on my bike here, by the way, so I might just get on my bike and show you. That becomes South Street. This is now South Street. These are kind of directional road or street names, named after location in a direction, like a compass direction. So that was west. So I'm presuming that's the west direction. This is the south. So this road here, which is adjacent to that at a right angle, is South Street. So let's just go down South Street. Another memorable street. They've got this access building here on the left, storage space, etc. That's been there for decades. Those are my brakes. Obviously, they need a bit of oiling on my bike. Let's just get off my bike and take you further on South Street. The weather's not bad today. It's actually getting to be like summer, or the beginning of summer. So I don't think you need your gloves on now. Anyway, this part here, there used to be some bushes here. I think they've trimmed them down. Hedges and bushes. And people were, just throwing cans of lager and things like that. And there were a lot of condoms and things, flipped around here as well. It was kind of, not very pleasant sight. Now it's obviously a lot more tidier. So they've obviously did some work up there. They got rid of the bushes, but it's almost like laborious now. There's not much activity going on there at all. So that's South Street. Let's get to the corner of South Street. And I've got to mention to my viewers, Hillfields is a notorious area of Coventry, known for being the red light area. It's been that for decades. Since the 1960s at least, it's been known as a red light area of Coventry, unofficially or otherwise. Okay, that's the labelling there, South Street. And if you can recall, we've just come from that direction, and that was West Street. Now, if you come out of South Street and head this way, this is actually East Street. That's East Street there. All that is East Street. And further back is Raglan Road, or Raglan Street. And there's also a park here. I might just get that in. So this is kind of a red light area. Formerly, it's not red light anymore. Obviously, they've cleaned up even the bushes there in the back. They've been cleaned up. And this is East Street, and that's the park there. Can you see that? The East Street Park, 1867, 2007. And if you go down this road, East Street joins another street, which is known as Vauxhall Street. It reminds me of the Vauxhall Bridge. You know the Vauxhall Bridge in London? But obviously they're probably named like that, similar to that style of naming. Another memorable road here. So right now I'm on East Street, heading downwards towards Vauxhall Street, and also towards Raglan Road. I'll get the labels in for you as well. And that's Napier Street Industrial Estate, by the way. I think that's Napier Street there. Some of the signs have been taken off, just like the West Street sign, that's been taken off. And that's Napier Street, and that's all that is the Napier Street Industrial Estate. You know who that reminds me of? Murdoch. You know Rambo 2. That's he's played by an actor called Charles Napier, the late Charles Napier. So that's just rings a bell. Maybe he was from there originally. Who knows, innit? It could have been from there. The red light area. That would explain, the corruption there. Maybe the Coke can scene. Remember, fetch me something cold. And they haven't got enough money. Maybe they run out of money. Maybe for the vending machine. The Coke can machine. Okay, I'll get that label in. That's Vauxhall Street. Can you see that? Vauxhall Street. We'll go on Vauxhall Street in a minute, but I just want to show you Raglan Street, because that's important as well. That's linked to East Street. East Street becomes Raglan Street. And there's also a Winchester Street here, a bit further from Vauxhall Street. That's over there. That camera's looking at it now, right now. That's Winchester Street. Can you see that? That's Winchester Street there. Okay, let's just head out of Vauxhall Street and show you the signs for the Raglan Road, is it? Okay, that's Raglan Street actually. So that's the labelling there. Can you see that in the camera? That's Raglan Street. So if you go straight on from that direction, that's Raglan Street, and city centre is about a quarter of a mile from there. Anyway, we're not going to go on Raglan Street. We're going to head back into Vauxhall Street. Let me just pause it for a bit. Okay, so we're back on Vauxhall Street, and that's Winchester Street there. Can you see the signs there? That goes all the way to the back, Winchester Street. So we're not going to go on Winchester Street, although that's quite, close to this area as well. It's linked to this Hillfields area, so that's the back end of Winchester Street. Some houses there. Actually, there's quite a few houses that are on rent on Winchester Street. Okay, we're going on now Vauxhall Street. We're going to go all the way to the top of Vauxhall Street. I'll see if I can give you a view from the bike. It might not be very stable because I'm holding it with my hand, the camera, which isn't advised. So we're going up Vauxhall Street, and that's the East Street Park. Can you see that? A small little park, East Street Park. So that's all notoriously known previously as red light district, but I don't know if it's like that nowadays. I don't think people have money. They've stopped activity completely. They've just turned it into, like, you know, one of those areas without. It's not exactly, obviously, Amsterdam, nothing like that. Not shop windows or anything like that. They're just on the streets, usually up there. Usually in the evening times. Sometimes during the day as well. So I'm going to put a pause on here on the video, and then I'm going to commence recording at the top of the street, up top of Vauxhall Street, because it might be a bit too long-winded video. Okay, I'm going to commence recording now. We're approaching the end of the street, of Vauxhall Street, the top end of it, and there's also a park just opposite the top of the road when you get to the top, and that's called Primrose Hill Park, which is quite memorable as well. That's the Primrose Hill Park coming up. I'll just get this in first. Let's get to the top of Vauxhall Street. The whole area's been cleaned up or something. I don't know. There's been a campaign against, you know, sex workers or something on the streets. There's a lot of children around, and I don't think they wanted them in that area and that sort of side of things. That activities have virtually died out now. Obviously, if they do it, they probably do it in the houses. A lot safer as well, probably. But in the past, they used to be on the streets, even on Vauxhall Street. So this is Vauxhall Street. Let me just get the signs in, if I can get it in. That's Vauxhall Street there. And I'll show you the park. That's Primrose Hill Park there. Can you see that? And this is Primrose Hill Street. And that's why it's named Primrose Hill Park. So I'll just put it on a pause and get to the other side of the road and into the park. Okay, now we're on the other side of the road, and that's Primrose Hill Park. Can you see that directly there? If in the old days, people might be doing some hanky-panky there, you know. I don't think that happens now. There's a lot of kids nowadays playing as well. And it is the Easter holidays, I think, still. Let me get the name in. Primrose Hill Park. Trying to get it in my camera. Okay, can you see that? Primrose Hill. Does it pick it up? Yeah, you can pick up the label there of that park. And it reminds me of that supermodel, you know, Kate Moss, born 1974. Super thin model, UK based. She used to live in Primrose Hill area of London, actually. And then she moved around. She bought a property in 2004 near the Cotswolds, and that's Little Farringdon, I think that's what it's called. A little village up there with 10-bedroom mansion. And interestingly, she's got a celebrity net worth quoted as around being 70 million US dollars, which is quite a lot, isn't it, for a model, a UK model that is. Kate Moss, she's still around. She's about 52 now. Obviously, she's not as young as she used to be. But she used to live in Primrose Hill as well. Wonder if she got a doggy there, you know. Okay. But she's in the Cotswolds, which is about 80 to 90 miles from where she used to live. Slightly north, and westwards, of course. Northwestwards, slightly northwestwards. That's her current location where she lives, in a 10-bedroom mansion. But I just thought I'd mention the name Primrose, because Primrose Hill, that's where she used to live, in London, that is. And I should mention that linguistic side, population, ethnicity in Coventry, if you're looking at the immigrant side of people, the number one is obviously going to be Polish. There's a lot of Polish people and Polish shops. Number two is Panjabis, followed by number three, Romanians, and there's quite a few Romanians on this road probably. Okay, I'll end this video soon, but it is typical Coventry City. But this is a red light area, used to be. There's a lot of surveillance and things going on, CCTV everywhere. So I don't think that sort of activity goes on without its presence being known. So it has deterred a lot of people from doing that sort of thing. Obviously, it's not Amsterdam where it is allowed, and the shops are there for that purpose. Kind of unofficial trade, but it does go on. Even London's got some parts as well, like Soho area of London. That's notoriously known for, being a red light area of London. So Hillfields area, anyway, I'm giving you a talk for you guys. I think I'll end this video now. And that's Primrose Hill, and that becomes Paynes Lane up there. There's a Britannia Street there as well. Interestingly, the Britannia Hotel is not actually on Britannia Street. It's at least half a mile, maybe more, or 3/4 of a mile away from it.